How's it going, PBL fans? It's Jacob, the coach of the Snowpoint City Stantlers, and welcome to Week 6 of the PBL. This week we were playing against Casey, the coach of the Slateport City Squirtle Squad, and even though we're the away team, we decided to do the commentary this week. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on into this battle. Now, Casey's team actually matches up against mine pretty well. I was a little bit worried about some things, but we'll see how that plays out. So you can see that I lead off with King Kai. I kind of expected him to lead with Aerodactyl as a counter lead to my, typical Mew or Smeargle. But he actually leads Blondie, his Latias. And I didn't really know what it was going to do. I figured it would Thunderbolt, but I did not expect it to be holding a Choice Specs, which takes my HP very far down. However, King Kai does hold in there and does get the light screen up, meaning that we are going to take half damage from anything that comes our way. So at this point, I decide to give up Manaphy. I have a very particular plan in mind, and it requires me to have a clean switch in on a screen. So we do bring out Prince Vegeta, kind of like we might have something up our sleeve, but also you have a super effective hit. And he does walk into this with the Thunderbolt onto Prince Vegeta, as we happen to pop our weakness policy, sharply raising our attack and our special attack stats, while we also get an agility up as well. So now we are at +2 attack, +2 special attack, and +2 speed. Now if you've been paying attention, you know that with egg moves, Empoleon now gets Power Trip in Ultra Sun and Moon, and that is going to cleanly take out the Latias. One goes down for the boy. After that, Magnezone comes out. I'm guessing it was Choice Scarfed, potentially to outspeed me with an agility. However, we were EV'd to outspeed that anyway, and you can see that the Earthquake comes in hot, and it is not sturdy, and it drops down to an Earthquake. Another KO goes to our boy Empoleon. Now, I was kind of in a predicament here because I knew that Empoleon would not take out this Aerodactyl with anything. So, unfortunately, I'm definitely going to end up going down to Scary Terry. So, what I decided to do was just lock in with an Aqua Jet to just deal as much damage as I possibly could, as I do have other things on my team that can deal with this Aerodactyl, but finding a one-shot on it was pretty tough. So we do go for this Aqua Jet, we just get some fat damage. Unfortunately, we didn't have Rock Step. If we did, this would have been a little bit different, but it is what it is. And the Earthquake is going to stop Prince Vegeta's reign. Luckily, though, he did way more than I thought he would. He made it a 2 for 2, and with the way that I built the team this week, that was really good for me. So we bring out Purunga. Now that we know that this isn't an Unnerve Aerodactyl, we can bring out Purunga, who is holding a Charty Berry to survive this Stone Edge damage. So you can see that come through. Luckily, we don't get crit, and the Charty Berry reduces the damage as the Thunderbolt comes through on Purunga to take out the troublesome Aerodactyl. Looking at my gameplay, actually, it's really silly. I kept switching Pokemon in where they would have been weak, so maybe I should have raised more red flags. I don't know. Either way, Aqua Jet is obvious here, so I'm just going to go ahead and switch out, save my Thundurus. Maybe I can bring him back in later. But we do switch into Majin Mew to take the Aqua Jet, or to have him set up Belly Drum. Either way, we were getting ready for the worst. Either way, it's pretty clear that I'm bulky based off the amount of damage that I took. And I guess Casey had something in mind with Scuba Steve as he brings out this incredibly named Araquanid. However, we do get our Stealth Rock up, which, now that his Defoggers are gone, he's going to have to switch in Articuno on that, which is not going to be good for him. But that being said, now we just go ahead and go for a U-turn, because I'm like, alright, I don't think this thing can hurt Altaria that much, so, there's not really any kind of penalty to bring it in. So I just decide, let's bring in Altaria, let's see what happens. So Nimbus comes on out, as he actually goes for a Spider Web. So, trying to trap my Mew for some reason. I don't really know what it was, potentially like a Toxic Stall? I'm honestly not sure. Either way, our Altaria is trapped now, and we begin to go for some Dragon Dances, because, as long as Araquanid is in, as far as I know, we're safe. So I'm going to go ahead and get off my first Dragon Dance here. And depending on the Araquanid set, I may have needed 2 Dragon Dances, or I may have only needed 1. I'm not sure. Either way, he goes for the Sticky Web. So now I know for sure that I'm not going to need to be bothered with whether or not I can do a second Dragon Dance. It's whether I want to. So I just go ahead and get my second one off because I don't plan on switching out at this point. So I just go ahead and get my Altaria up to +2. And at that point, now that we're here, I don't think there's anything that his team could have done. We see the Liquidation come out. It doesn't do anywhere near as much as I thought it was, which kind of confirms that it is a more bulky variant of Araquanid. And now we are free to just go ahead and press return here. And we are going to take this homie out from full, and down goes Scuba Steve. From there, we see Reverse Phoenix, also a great name, come in on Articuno. And luckily for us, it is chunked out for half of its HP. Its HP is an odd, by the way, which means that it took 50% instead of 49. And we do see the return come through, and that is going to easily knock out the Articuno. Down it goes. I do love Articuno. It's such a cool Pokemon. And then finally, we see Azumarill, Fat Pikachu come back in, take a little bit of chunk damage from the rocks, and Nimbus is going to be able to take this Aqua Jet. It is resisted, and I do have some bulk on me. And finally, the return is going to be able to bring down Fat Pikachu and bring home the W for the Stantlers. Alright, so that is the battle, everybody. That's how it went down. Hopefully you enjoyed watching. This coming week, we're going up against Chris of the, I want to say Porygon Z's. I think that's right. Either way, we've got a lot of planning to do for this battle, everybody. So I'm going to go. But thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.